Hello everyone. If you happen to stumble upon my channel or you put this on in the background, welcome. I hope you're doing good. It's August now. It's August 2nd, so we're over halfway through the year. Isn't that fucking crazy, man? But anyways, in this video, my cats are fighting. Don't fight, guys. In this video, I'm going to be talking about work relationships, and specifically my last job that I was fired from, my movie theater job. Man, I don't know. It's just so pathetic. Sometimes you wish like you could be friends with these people, and you spend every day with these people, and you get to know these people. You know these people on a really personal level. Not a really personal level, but you know them enough. You know their birthday. You know their middle name. You know their last name, maybe. And yet, I it feels impossible to make friends sometimes. It feels like 70-80% of the people you work with, are just happy to clock in and clock out, and they don't really care about, even fostering a relationship at work exclusively. I don't know. It just feels like there's something in the water. And it's been almost 3 months since I've been fired from my Regal job. And, the first month it really stung. Now it's not so bad, especially because I have a roommate now. I'm a little less alone. I don't rely on my work for my social life quite as much. But yeah, working at Regal, it was just, I just started to resent working there, and I started to resent everybody there because I had put myself out there and been vulnerable with people. You make it clear to people you want to be friends. You make it clear to people that you're hurting. You make it clear to people that you need more community. You need more of. You need to live a little more. You make it clear to people, and you tell people. They don't really care, bro. The whole thing is, what's the thing? Just talk to somebody. Oh, just talk to somebody. Just talk to somebody, and they'll be there for you. No, bro, that's not always the case. You really think that's always the case? You think that, no, that's not the case. You want me to be completely honest? I broke down, and, one of the two instances, bro, I remember with my manager and then my other coworker that I was sort of friends with. Dude, I broke down with them, just saying like, oh, I can't afford my bills, it doesn't feel like anybody's really there for me. No one's really here to help me in any way, shape, or form. And they'll listen to you. They'll sit there and they'll listen, and they'll hear you out, and they'll pretend to care. They'll pretend to care for a little bit. But once you punch out, those people might as well not even exist. Those people do not care about you. And it's just so frustrating. Because I'm a very outgoing person. I'm a very, I love my alone time too. I'm a homebody. But I'm a very outgoing person. I will talk to you about anything. I will hear you out. Unless you're gonna fucking tell me about how great Trump is or something like that. I want community and I want friendship. I mean, I'm desperate for it. Um, Not everybody's like that. A lot of people could not give a fuck, whether they have good relationships or they have relationships that they can pour time into. Um, you know, it's just funny. I watched Severance, like right before getting fired, like maybe a month before, or so before is when I finished it. Great show, by the way. I loved Severance. Season 2 wasn't quite as focused as season 1, but it was still really good. And slight spoilers, but Irving, like, basically dies. He gets fired or released, but within the zeitgeist of the show, he's dead. The characters treat him like he's dead, and then Zach Cherry's character, I forget his name, he's like, oh, I want to do a funeral. Or not a funeral, I want to do a going away party. Like, he fights just to get a little party to say goodbye to his coworker that he missed. And when you're fired from a job, unless you have friends there or your girlfriend's there or something, you're basically dead to those people. When you go there again, those people will give you different looks. There will be some people that were nice to you as a coworker, but once you're a customer again, they'll treat you like shit. Not like shit, but you know what I'm saying. They're not going to acknowledge you. They're not going to pretend to be nice to you. They're going to give you the the customer service voice, and it's just depressing, bro. I remember, so I work at a Cane's, right? It's very close to the theater that I worked at. So a lot of the times I'll see my old coworkers come in, and dude, it's the fucking worst feeling. Not embarrassment. It's not embarrassment. Like, obviously I am embarrassed. I got fired, and it was for a stupid reason. I had my third write-up, and it was for a stupid reason, but there was a manager there that had it out for me because she was a goody two-shoes rule follower, and I didn't want to do the roundup donations because I didn't want to ask customers for money. And that was my second write-up, if you can believe it. And I don't even remember where I was going with that, but that's where I was going. It's not embarrassment seeing old coworkers. It's resentment. I resent these people. Like, these people do not give a fuck about me. I'm not even a blimp in their day, let alone their month, let alone, their year. When they go back and they think of 2025, they will not think about me. They will not think about working with me. That's how little you matter to, like, your coworkers sometimes. So, like, I see my friends, my coworkers at Cane's, and I'm like, dude, I want to confront them and be like, well, what the fuck? Like, I tried hanging out with you a million times. Like, what's going on here? I remember I had this one guy came in. I remember this one guy came in who I used to work with, and I take his order, and I'm waiting for him to say something like, oh, hey, Riley, I've missed you, or where have you been, or what happened? You're not working there anymore. Nothing, bro. Absolutely nothing. This is somebody that I talked to about basketball. He's very quiet, but I tried to talk to him. He's quiet with everybody, but he seemed, to talk to me just fine. Nothing. It's like he never even had met me. And there's always that little moment, especially with men. There's that moment, I guess with women too, but I just feel like men especially have to keep their egos in check, maybe a little more than women do. there's always that moment when someone slights you or someone disrespects you, and you're like, okay, do I stand up for myself, or do I just let it happen and let myself be walked all over? And I was feeling a little bold, and in this scenario, I was like, well, so what's up? Like, you're not gonna ask me about why I was fired or what happened? And then, his expression changed and he smiled and he's like, you know, he's understanding that I'm upset, but he's like smiling and trying to like be jokey with me, being like, "Oh, but what happened? What happened? Tell me." And I was like, "It's too late, bro. Don't even talk to me, bro. Like, it's fine. Let me get you your drink." And the lady next to him was like, "Oh, what's his problem?" Dude, I just wanted to. And then I say to the lady, I'm like, "Oh, well, we used to be coworkers, and now he's pretending like he doesn't know me." So that's what's going on. And if I really wanted to be a dickhead, I could have. I could have made a huge scene. I might have been fired or written up, but I would have felt happy. Just be like, yo, I work here at this place, and this is my old coworker, and he's pretending like he doesn't fucking know me. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm shunned, like I'm from an Amish town or something. Like, what the fuck's going on, dude? Like, I can't even be friends with my coworkers or even acquaintances. I can't even get them to like acknowledge that I'm, someone they used to know, let alone be friends with them, let alone maybe go out with one of my coworkers. Let alone it just feels so dystopian, and it just feels so, I mean, we're enthralled in our phones. I mean, look at me right now. I'm talking to a fucking camera. I'm recording on my fucking laptop. I don't know, man. Stuff has to change. We're so fractured away from each other. We live on our fucking phones and our laptops, and it just makes us devalue our real life relationships. So then you go to work, and then you have half the staff with the, oh, just clock in and clock out, just focus on your work mentality. And bro, that is the fucking mentality corporations want you to have. You think that you're like some special snowflake because you go to work and you focus on your job and you try to like not make any personal connections? You think that you're like making a statement or something, or you're helping yourself? No, bro. That is what the corporations fucking want you to do. They don't want you to make relationships at work. Hi, Bubba. They want you in your own little bubble. They want you in your own little bubble where you're on Instagram all day, you're on Facebook all day, you're not talking to people, you're not growing, you're not asking questions, you're not asking your coworker, "Oh, well, how much do you make?" "Oh, well, I make this, I make this." They want you to be a fucking drone. They don't want you to be they want you to be proactive in your job. They don't really want you to be proactive. I mean the people at the very top. Okay, site spoilers for Andor. Andor is another, I think of when I think of like work politics and maneuvering, you know, having a plan with all the egos and everyone trying to do their own thing. What was her name? The blonde lady. Deidre. Okay. Deidre was her name. So within the Empire working and all the gears turning within it, Deidre is a high-level officer. And she oversteps a little bit to accomplish the goal. And she accomplishes the goal, dude. She completes the mission. But the way that she does it, she undermined her superior. They didn't like that. So she is imprisoned. It's one of like the last scenes. So hopefully you've seen Andor. Fantastic show also, by the way, bro. Andor and Severance. I mean, this year has been kick-ass for fucking TV. But to get back to the point, I mean, corporations and the people at the very top, the CEOs, they don't want you asking questions. So whenever you think that you're being independent and you're focusing on yourself by pushing other people away and not fostering your relationships in your life, that's what the machine wants. I mean, people think that like raging against the machine is, boycotting products and voting, and those are good things to do. But like, dude, you rage against the machine by fostering your friendships and starting a family. And it's not by having this super individualistic outlook on things. And that's all America fucking is we're a fucking country of fucking individualists, and it makes me sick. I'm only 23. I'm about to be 24 soon. I'm a very young guy. I'm still figuring stuff out and discovering things. I hate America. And I just can't not think that they're tied together, like the American individualism and the hyper-focused work culture. They're definitely connected in a way. So I don't know if there's any lesson here. If there's any lesson here, find out the people you can be friends with and the people that are there for you. Not the people that just pretend to. So that'll be about it. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day.